The Algerian popular resistance constituted a huge challenge to the French colonial authority, which was seeking to achieve a comprehensive occupation of Algerian territory. Despite imbalance in terms of weapons and equipment, resistance movement succeeded in disrupting one of the most powerful colonial armies of the 19th century. Here in the central province of Miliana, where extend the heights of the Zakar Mountains, people are proud of an honorable chapter of the history of the region, a history marked by heroic deeds that defied the colonial power which committed horrific massacres to quell the resistance of Ain Torki. The events of Ain Torki, also known as Rira Uprising, broke out on April 26, 1901. As members of Rira tribes, led by Sheikh Yaqub bin al-Hajj Ahmed, overran the European colonial village of Marguerite, established on their own lands. In fact, the colonial administration had confiscated their lands and sold them for the benefit of European settlers, causing the deterioration of their living conditions. They lost their livelihood, including fertile lands, abundant water and herds of livestock, and that under the Code of Indigenous Status. The revolt was planned in complete secrecy, few days before the D-Day, as insurgents tried to win over peasants working for settlers, but were unable to do so due to the lack of time. The revolution flames spread rapidly as over 200 people coming from the vicinity of Rira areas joined the resistance. The settlers, for their part, backed by colonial army, rushed to repel insurgents and to secure usurped lands and to protect them from eventual attacks. In a bid to confront the expansion of the revolutionary awareness that began to form through hotbeds of tension in several regions, the French forces rushed to contain the uprising in a most aggressive way. For 4 consecutive days, the region witnessed bloody events in which a large number of peasants were killed while dozens of insurgents were captured, including the revolt leader and those close to him. Those arrested in Rira events were transferred to the French city of Montpellier for trial, while the rest of detainees were exiled to New Caledonia. As for the leader of the revolt, he was sentenced to life hard labor. He died in prison in 1905. In the aftermath of Ain Torki revolt, the French not only confiscated peasants' lands and prevented local population from exploiting forests, but also went far by adopting a vast and repressive arsenal of measures that granted greater powers to the Governor-General concerning the judicial prosecution against Algerians. The emergence in 1902 of a new arbitrary judicial system known as the deterrent court was a telling example. Under this judicial system, the Governor-General and his assistants had the right to trial, to imprison, to expulse and to exile, without the people having the right to objection or appeal. Preserving the national identity and consolidating the revolutionary spirit was what those valiant heroes sought for decades.